We've all heard the expression, where angels fear to tread. But did you realize that sometimes that's exactly what you're doing? When you get triggered or end up rushing into an emotionally charged situation, you may be going where angels fear to tread. Welcome, everyone. It's Marcia Martin, the Heart Healer, here with you for your message from Mother God for the week of October 7th. And today, Mother wants to share with us about being a neutral observer. It's so easy to get caught up in the drama and the emotional overwhelm of a situation, especially when it's a situation in which we've had a bad result previously. That would be a situation where you may feel as though you're being triggered because prior to this experience, you were in a place and someone did or said something to you that really didn't feel good. And when you hear those words or experience that same situation again, your immediate desire is to react, to save whoever is in that same situation, even if it's yourself, from harm, from damage, from experiencing what you had to experience. Now that is a wonderful desire. That is a wonderful thing to want to do. But in our message today, Mother wants to share with us why it is so important that we learn how to become neutral observers instead of knee-jerk reactionaries. Sometimes we do not need to wade into the situation. Other times, it's absolutely appropriate. Now, as always, when we're getting a message from Mother, she is not talking about an emergency situation. If you have an emergency, if you are in a situation where you must act, act. However, in our daily lives, there are very few situations that are truly emergencies. There are many situations that are filled with drama, but very few of them would result in life or death or some other incredibly horrible crisis. Most of them are just dramatic. So for those times when it's just drama and you need to understand what's your role in this and what you should be doing, here's our message from Mother God. And so she begins. Dearest hearts, instead of rushing in to defend, deflect, or rescue anyone or anything, it is our greatest desire that you learn to observe. Remember, this will be difficult if you have been used to rushing in. So please, no judgment about how you're able to incorporate this advice in your life. To be with both yourself and the situation at the same time so that instead of reacting, you're observing. So this means that if you see something happening, you may even be in the middle of the situation experiencing it, and you would give yourself an opportunity to come over here and just be the observer so that you can make a better judgment about what would be the most appropriate response from you at this time. And Mother continues. Although we applaud your desire to be of benefit to others and to right the wrongs you perceive, we know that your lives would flow with greater harmony and purpose if you were to allow yourself to go neutral and observe. Remember, we're not talking about emergency situations. Then, instead of rushing into any situation on the wings of righteous fury, you would instead wait and observe that which is. Instead of crying foul before you've seen the play, you would watch events unfold. We advise that you watch from a place of neutrality and be open to whatever emerges. If, after observing, you see that you are forcing or opposing an event, you must ask yourself why. Why is probably the most important question that you can ever ask yourself if you are truly interested in growing on your spiritual journey. Why do you believe you need to push forward, run away, or refuse to see? If you find that pain has caused your reaction from your place of neutral observer, you will be able to see what must be mended within you so that pain is no longer causing you to act irrationally. Do you see the power that Mother has just given you? She is explaining to you that here you are with this pain and it hurts and you want to be triggered. You want to react. But if you will allow yourself to be over here and just observe, you would be able to find the source of the pain. You would be able to deflect it, deal with it, clear away the pain and the hurt, transform it so it is no longer part of your energetic being, and you would be free. When you react instead of observe, you don't question. You never find out why, and you cannot heal. It's time for those of you who are aware to heal the pain of the past as you step more fully into ownership over your own life. If you love giving away your power, if you love saying that other people can make the decisions about your life and not you, do nothing. But if you are ready to be everything you can be, begin stepping back, stepping away from what's happening, and just observe. And then ask yourself, why? Why am I feeling this? Why am I reacting in this way? What can I do to heal and transform this pain so it no longer exists within my energetic field? It's time for your brilliance to come pouring forth out into the world where you can inspire many, including yourself. It's time for you to see all that you are instead of settling for worn-out beliefs. It's time for you to love you. Please understand that none of us begin the spiritual journey from a place of fullness and delight. Usually it's from a place of deep pain and disgust. Within that pain and disgust, we have belief systems that have been imposed upon us or given to us by parents and authority figures and guardians that may not know the first thing about the spiritual journey. You may have even experienced an abusive relationship, and if you did, I'm terribly sorry. But you do not have to stay locked in that pain. Mother is telling us, become the neutral observer so that you can see what it is that's causing you to react and step out of flow. It's time for you to get back into divine alignment, the place where your entire being is filled to overflowing. You're worth it. Until next week, I'm sending you all my love.